There's no such thing really as free. The free gift, even if somebody gives you a gift, it costs somebody, somewhere, something. There's a particular place that where David had screwed up. King David had messed up, and he numbered. I don't know why this was a big deal, but he numbered the people. He did like a census, like American census and blah blah blah. So he numbered the people, and that offended God for some reason. God told the prophet, "Hey, tell David, I'm fixing to judge him, and you can choose one of these three things." And he laid him out 3 different judgments. And then David said, "Well, you choose. Please don't hurt us bad, or have mercy on us," kind of thing. And so God started judging, and he did and I can't remember what the judgment was, but anyway, he's judging the people. Then he comes to David and says, "Hey, build an altar at this particular threshing floor. I want you to build an altar and sacrifice here, and I'm going to stop, but I need you to do that." David goes to this guy named Ornan that owns this threshing floor. He owns cattle and all this stuff, and I think that's where they basically processed wheat or barley or whatever the grain was at the time. And David said, "Hey, Ornan's the guy that owned it." He said, "Hey, I need to build an altar in this threshing floor." And Ornan said, "Cool, man. I'm all about it. You can have the ox. You can have the threshing floor. You can have the wheat. You can have the barley. You can have everything. Here, do it. Like, I'm all on board with you." And David said something really peculiar that got me thinking. He says, "I will not take that which is thine for the Lord." So God's told me to do this, but I'm not going, you can't give me the thing that I'm now going to turn around and give as a sacrifice. If it doesn't cost me, so nor will I offer burnt offerings without cost. So I'm not going to give something that doesn't cost me anything. It's not a sacrifice. I guess by definition, a sacrifice would actually cost you something to give away. So I thought that was very it was humble, and it was great. It had a lot of character to that. Somebody that would say, that just wouldn't give something of no cost. Maybe it'd be like, if I brought it to right now, it would be like, somebody that's making $100 million a year, dropping a nickel in the plate, or get, their charitable giving that they're known for. They gave $1,000 to somebody or something. And that's probably a poor example, but you get what I'm saying. It doesn't cost me, or better yet, taking somebody else's money and giving that away instead, or somebody giving you a bunch of and then you just giving that away, but it's not costing you anything. I thought that was pretty neat. That's one flip side of this coin. The principle there was, if it's a sacrifice for me and it really means something to me, I believe it needs to cost me before I can give you a gift, and it really means something. All right, so that's one flip side of the coin. The other, and it's about being free or having no cost. So it's free to me, has no cost. The flip side of that is in marketing. Free is, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and those are the things that I really concentrated on. So there's no such thing as free. It always has a cost. We're talking about the free lunch, and there's an old adage, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Marketing has wrapped free up and spoiled it in such a way to where we think we're getting something free. We think the social networks are allowing us to communicate with each other for free. We think that there's free shipping. We think there's free, and there's not free. There's no such thing really as free. The free gift, even if somebody gives you a gift, it costs somebody, somewhere, something. There's no way around it. Like, I don't know. I would sit and thought and tried to figure out something that was free. Even if I give you this pen, somebody had to pay to, like, you there's no such thing as free anything. But it's marketed to us as free. Everything, and people love that. Free money. The government's going to send us a check. It's free. You got to beware of free and know that there's no such thing as really free. So instead of accepting free, maybe we should ask, who's paying? You know, who's paying? And if you look hard enough, you might find out the one that's paying is actually you. That's what's scary. Social networks, we think it's all for free. The one that's actually paying is you. Well, what are you paying? What are you paying with? You're paying with your information. You're paying with your personal photographs, or your, like, all of this. You're building into their ecosystem, and it's cost. They're providing you a service, but you're providing them a payment. Believe me, even if it doesn't have a cost and it's perceptibly to you free, it ain't free. Somebody's paying somewhere, and it just might be you.